What's going on, guys? In this video, we're going to be going over how we caught INM today from $1.05 all the way up to $1.45. The full rundown, really quick in like 2 minutes. Let's go ahead and dive into it. So first things first, let's start with my trade on it today. So we played it today from 106 all the way up to about 116, and then played it again from about 125 all the way up to 145. So those are my two trades on it. We're going to go ahead and go through what I was looking at here. And of course, this morning I did say I'd be watching it over $1. You know, that was a 7.48 this morning. The entry was until 8.12. So at 7.48, I said, you know, I'll be watching this over $1. If this can break and confirm that break of $1, it has a range to 120 and 130 over the PM high. So we were looking for the break of the PM high with strength over $1. And what you can see here is it kind of struggled here a bit. It kept on popping up to like 103, 103, 103, 103. It never really wanted to confirm over that level of $1. So what we ended up looking for, of course, was to break over that PM high of 104. So when it finally broke here, we were watching for buyers to confirm and say, okay, we still like it above this price. We want this to go higher. We're okay with price going higher here. There's not enough profit takers take over. We've got buyers confirming. So we waited for that here, and that was about right here at 816, 817. Once this blipped down and kind of tested the 107, they had the entry at 106. Risking that low there, I was actually risking like 103 just to give it some breathing room. You can actually see back on the alert here, I said I was in at 106, risking 103 for the range to 120, 130. Ended up taking that, and of course looking for the break of that PM high earlier. Super easy entry, never fell back below that PM high. Just ramped all the way up through 126. Ended up playing it the first time kind of small. You know, we played it, like I said, up to about 116. And we had some misprints happening right in this area here. And after those misprints came in, I kind of lost my conviction in the setup. I was like, oh gosh, here we go again. You can see one here too. I mean, it was all through here. The typical 8 a.m. misprints, and then right here as well at 8:15. I was like, oh god, you know, I can't tell if this is real or not. I'm just going to go ahead and cut because this is going to affect price action. So I cut it just in case and just played it again once this decided to go higher. So first trade was about 9%. So really simple, just playing the break of the PM high. Easy setup. If we look at the daily, we had some really nice range here as well over that PM high. And make sure you're always checking the daily for range before you ever enter any of these setups whatsoever. You've got to make sure you've got range, because if you got no range, you got no setup. If you have no range, you got no buyers. You know, in this case, we had some really significant range here on that break of the high. We had range up to about 115, 126, and then up to the 140. So what we actually did here, knowing that we had the 126 marked here on the daily, check this out. 126, very key here on the daily. What do you see here in pre-market as well? Very key as well, right? So the market tells you what it wants you to know, right? So once we had buyers really start to step in here in pre-market, we looked for the entry here on the pullback. You can see my zone here. And once we confirmed back out of this zone off the 126, what did we do? I said, oh, we're back in. I said at 819, we're back in light size. We're back in on a re-entry with lighter size this time, risking 120, which was right back here. A little bit, like I said, leaving it some breathing room so that, I mean, this thing was a little bit illiquid in pre-market, so I wanted to give it some room to move. So we had roughly 5 cents of risk, whereas we had about 15 to 25 cents of potential reward. So very nice risk to reward, about 3 to 1, 4 to 1 here. Of course, we got to move right to those levels as well. So what you can see here, we said that we were in at 125, risking 120, just using these daily levels. Daily level, super easy. We had range to 140 and then 150, and that came straight from the daily time frame. Always using the daily, those past areas of rejection on that chart to gauge our range, because past price action usually is a pretty good indication of what future price action has in store for you. So really nice trade here. Again, had half out at 139, which is, you figure, a huge move, and we didn't have a half out until this was almost at our target one at 140. That was my trade on it. I was super happy though. Two really solid trades, kept the morning stress free, and then went into MSTR, nailed that for about 5% too after the open. So overall, really good morning. Make sure to follow for more videos like this. Really quick video over INM, but hope you guys were able to play it today. If you did, let me know how, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning for the live trading stream in the Discord. Peace, guys.